Hello again, everyone. This is Sean from Renegade Parts Washers. I just wanted to take a couple minutes here and make a video on how to set up the 7-day timers and operate the PLC controls found on most of our standard Renegade parts washers. When you power up your unit, you probably could see a screen like this that says "Thanks for choosing Renegade." What we're going to use here is these scroll arrows here to the right and to the left. And what we'll do is start by just pushing the right arrow. It'll show you the 800 number that you can contact us on. And then the next screen after that is going to be the wash time remaining screen. This is going to tell you how many minutes your wash cycle is going to run when you press the start button right here. That'll start the wash cycle and it'll run for this amount of time. At any time during the cycle, you can also press the stop button. That'll interrupt the cycle, and it'll also reset the time to whatever the time was set before, which is 30 minutes in this case. You can change the length of the wash cycle by pushing the number 1 key here, which is add 1 minute, or the number 4 key here, which is add 5 minutes. At this point, the maximum allowed for the wash cycle is 30 minutes. So the only other key that you can press right now to make any changes would be to reset the time. And when you push reset time, what it's going to do is it's going to bring the wash time down to 1 minute, which is the minimum cycle that you can run. And then from there, you could push the add 1 minute, or you can push the add 5 minutes. And you can see it jumps in increments of 5 then. When you get to 30 minutes though, it doesn't matter what you push here on the +1 and the +5, the maximum cycle time allowed is 30 minutes. So there's actually a couple tiers of screens here. This is the first tier that we're on now, and you can see I can scroll right and left to scroll through these 3 or 4 different screens here. When you get to this screen here, it doesn't have to be on this screen, but you can see it says press mode to go to the settings. You can press mode, which is on the upper right here. You can press mode from any of the screens that you're on. You just press the mode button 1 time, and what that does is it takes you to your setting screens. Now in the setting screens, we can do things like set up your 7-day timers for your heat cycle, set up your 7-day timers for your oil skimmer, and we're going to go through that right now. Let's just scroll to the right here and see what the first thing is. This is another way that you can set your wash time. You can set it from here or set it from the previous screen like we just saw before. The next screen after that, this is the heat days of the week. Now what it's asking you to do here is it's asking you to set what days of the week you want your wash tank to heat. As you can see on the screen right now, it just says Sunday. The way that you get in to edit this is you just press the enter edit key here in the bottom right 1 time, and you'll notice that there's a colon flashing at the bottom just after Sunday. What that means is when there's just a colon flashing like this, that means that that day is off. It means it will not heat on that day. The way that you change that is you press this + key right here 1 time, and you'll see that Sunday now is flashing a plus sign and the cursor. When you see the plus sign and the cursor, that means it will heat on that day. The way we set them up here from the factory is we set them to heat Monday through Friday. So what I'm about to do is I'm just going to basically scroll through. This one's already programmed, but I'm going to scroll through and show you how to change those days. So I'm going to turn Sunday back off. You just do that by pressing the + key again. It'll turn Sunday back off. And the way you scroll through the days is you use the up and down arrows here. So if I scroll up, it's going to take me to Monday, and you can see Monday has a plus and a minus, which means it's going to heat on Monday. I'll scroll again. There's Tuesday. You see the plus and the minus, that means it's going to heat on Tuesday, and so on and so forth. You can see Wednesday's heating, Thursday's heating, Friday's heating, Saturday's off, and Sunday is off. Now we've gone a full round of the 7 days, and then we're back to Sunday. Now once you're done programming the days of the week that you want it to heat, you just press the enter edit key again, you'll see that the cursor is gone. That means that the days now are locked. So the next thing we want to do is we're going to push to the right arrow here, and now it's asking for the heat start time. So what time do you want it to heat on the days that you just told it to heat? We set it here at 5 o'clock, but pretty simply, to change this time, all you want to do is just press the enter edit button. You can see the first character starts flashing, and you just enter the time. For instance, here I would push 0500 to be 5 o'clock a.m. This is set up on a military time, so it's in hundreds of hours. So at 500 hours, it's going to start heating, which is 5 a.m. Again, same as before, you press enter edit to unlock it and enter edit to lock it. So I push it again, and now it's locked. So now what we'll do is we'll go scroll over to the next screen, and that's the heat stop time. And as you can see on the screen here, it says the heat stop time right now, and it says 18 equals 6 p.m. because remember I told you it's military time. So 1800 hours is actually 6 p.m. But same as any of the other screens, you just press the enter edit button one time. It'll allow you to edit this time for whatever you want it to be, and then when you're done editing the time, just press enter edit again, and it will lock it. Okay, the next screen we're going to scroll to is, again, days of the week. You set this up exactly the same as you did for, this is for your oil skimmer. You set it up exactly the same way you did as for your heat cycles for your wash tank. So here, I'm going to press the enter edit button, okay? And you can see Sunday, it just has a cursor on the bottom, which means it's not heating on that day. And then if I scroll here with the up and down buttons, I can go through the other days of the week. You can see Monday is on because there's flashing the plus sign. Tuesday is on. Wednesday is on. Thursday is on. Friday is on. And here you'll see Saturday is off. And one more time we'll go back to Sunday. Now remember, the way to turn the day on or turn the day off is by using the plus minus button right here. You just push it and it'll bring up the plus sign. Now I'm telling it to heat on Sunday. I'm sorry, to skim on Sunday. Or I push it again, I'm telling it not to skim on Sunday. Same as before, to lock this screen, to lock the days, just press the enter edit button one time. You can see the cursor is now gone. That means the days are locked. Now we'll scroll to the next screen, which this is what time the oil skimmer is going to come on. You can see right now we have it set for 3 a.m. Same as before, press the enter button. It'll allow you to edit that time. When you're done editing the time, just use the keypad here to edit the time. Push enter again, it'll lock that. So right now the oil skimmer is set to come on at 3 a.m. Scroll to the next screen. This is what time the oil skimmer is going to stop. Again, you can see 1800 equals 6 p.m. This is set up in military time. If you want to edit this time, this is set right now to turn off at 4 o'clock in the morning. So right now the skimmer is set Monday through Friday. Come on at 3 a.m., go off at 4 p.m. So it's going to skim for 1 hour in the middle of the night. So the next screen here, let's scroll. It brings you back to the beginning, and you can go right or left. There's your set your wash time again. There's your days of your heat for your wash tank. So once that's done, you've got everything set up the way you want to. Just press mode right here one time. It'll bring you back to the first tier of screens. Remember, on the first tier of screens is just your thanks for choosing Renegade, the 800 number, and also the wash cycle length of time. There is one more setting that you might want to do, and I'm going to show you how to do that now, and this is pretty simple, but it's to how to set the time and the day inside the hard memory, inside the timer, or inside the PLC. What you'll want to do is this mode button right here, you'll want to push it and hold it. And when you hold it long enough, just keep holding it until this input-output screen comes up. What I do is you can scroll to the right or to the left. And the right, it'll take you through several different, there's the memory bits, the timers, there's the system, there's the inputs, outputs where we started. What I do is I just go backwards to the left to system, press enter one time, it'll take you to time and date. Again, press enter one time again, and here's your time. This is what time it currently is. So this is also set up in military time. So where I'm at right now, the time actually is 12:12 1250, I think, or 1250. So this says 2050. What you want to do here to edit this, again, just press the enter edit key. You can see the first character is flashing. So since it's set up in military time, it's 12:50 p.m. where I'm at, so I'm going to set it for 12. And you can see the minutes are right, 12:51. That's close enough for me. So what I'm going to do now to lock it, I'm just going to press this enter edit key, and now the time is locked. Remember, this is military time, so you want to set it for military time. There's one more screen that you can go to, and you can press right or left, and that is the date. The date format is set up in the day, the month, and then the year. So as you can see right now when I'm making this video, it happens to be October 29th, 2015. So don't forget that that date code is set up with day, month, and then year. That way you don't get your timer all messed up and it's not heating when it's supposed to. The other thing you can tell too when you get your date set right is it'll tell you what day it is today when you set it right. And the day I'm setting today is 10/29/15, and it's Thursday. So everything's good there. Once you're done here with this screen, you can do the same thing. You can go to edit, enter edit, it'll let you edit this time, or this day I mean. Press enter edit again, it'll lock it. Once you're done in this screen, all you have to do is push mode. I think it's about 3 times. 1 will take you back out, 2 will take you back out another step, 3 will take you back out another step, 4 will take you back to your first tier of screens. So this is how to set the Renegade PLC on our standard units. If you have any questions, you can just scroll to the screen where our 800 number is, which is right here, or you can call us at the same number here, 800-774-7900, and we'll be happy to help. Again, my name's Sean. Thanks for watching.